once we have mapped our profiles with individual, it's time to unify these records so that out of those duplicate individual IDs, we get a single unified individual ID. This process is known as identity resolution. Identity resolution is a feature within Salesforce Data 360 which helps you unify duplicate individual IDs you have mapped with individual data model object. To work with identity resolution, we have to take care of two things. The first thing is we have to take care of writing matching rules, and the other thing for which identity resolution will give perfect unification is we have to consider reconciliation rules. So matching rules and reconciliation rules should be taken care so that we get unified individual ID. Now, what are matching rules and reconciliation rules within identity resolution in Salesforce Data 360? We can take an example. For example, I am getting a lead from website. I have a sign up form on my website. A lead just signed up. While signing up, he put his first name as Harshit, last name as Suri, place as New Delhi, and email address as harshit.suri@xyz.com. The same lead is also present in my CRM system. But within my CRM system, that lead is registered with first name Harshit, last name S, and email address same as it is we have in website like harshit.suri@xyz.com, and place is Delhi. So in my website, I had place as New Delhi, but the existing lead in my CRM, the place is Delhi. At both places, we have same email address. At both places, we have same first name, but we have different last name. In website, I have Suri as the last name, but within my CRM, I have S as my last name. But I know that these two are technically same people. We have mapped our website stream with individual. We have also mapped our lead data with individual. So my individual is containing two different IDs of the same person, but the data is conflicting. At some place we have full last name, and at some place we have just fuzzy last name. So how to create a unified individual ID for such records? To create unified individual ID for such records, we have to write matching rule and reconciliation rule. There are two types of matching rules. The first type is exact match and the other type is fuzzy match. When I say exact match, at both places the first name is exact match. In website, the first name is Harshit, and within our CRM system, the first name is Harshit. But we have a fuzzy match with last name. In CRM, I have fuzzy match as Suri as my last name, but in my CRM, I have fuzzy match as S. So we have to write a matching rule which can predict these duplicate records. So what we can write a matching rule here, that exact match first name, because first names are common at both places. Fuzzy match last name, because at one place I have full last name and at one place I have fuzzy last name, that is only S is written, but first names are common at both places. Exact match email address, that means at website the email address is exact match and at the CRM the email address is exact match. And we can have fuzzy match place. In website I had New Delhi as a fuzzy match, and within our CRM I have fuzzy match as Delhi. So these are the matching rules. Matching rules will help you identify duplicates. Based on these matching rules, the system can understand that the lead which is present in CRM and has come from website as well, is technically the same person. Once we have written matching rules, it's time to write reconciliation rules. Now, when to write reconciliation rules? If you see our two records, one from your website and one from the CRM, both records are of same person but has conflicting data. We can take example with place. From website, the place is New Delhi, but within CRM system, the place is Delhi. The same thing happens with last name. Matching rules will help you identify duplicates. But once your profile is converted to unified individual ID, that ID should also have some profile values like unified individual ID's first name, unified individual ID's last name, unified individual ID's email address, unified individual ID's place. So, which value out of those matched duplicate records should be considered within our unified individual ID profile? You can write reconciliation rules which helps you get the preferred value within your unified individual ID. You can select either of the following. You can select the most trusted source from where you have to fetch the details and put it within an unified individual profile. If you feel that your CRM system is the most trusted source, your sales people often speak with that customer and it is the most trusted source, then within reconciliation rule, you can select most trusted source and your CRM so that its values gets populated within the unified individual ID. So in website we had place as New Delhi, but within our CRM we had place as Delhi. So if you select most trusted source as your CRM platform within your reconciliation rules, the unified individual profile will also have place as Delhi. The other thing you can consider is which value is the newest value. Within your reconciliation rule, you can write the reconciliation rule to pick the newest value. If you feel that your CRM is outdated, the lead which is present within the CRM was created days before, but the lead which came from website is the recent lead, then that should be considered as the newest value. So you can write a reconciliation rule on the newest value consideration, or you can also write a reconciliation rule on most frequent values. For example, you have a lead and a contact and data is present also in your website. Within CRM you have lead, within CRM you have contact. So in lead the place is Delhi, in contact the place is Delhi, but in website we have New Delhi as the place. The most frequent value you see for an individual is from lead and contact, the place is Delhi. So you can consider most frequent value within your reconciliation rules. So matching rules will help you identify duplicates, but reconciliation rule will help you solve the conflicts. Matching rule will help you create a unique identity of a particular individual, but reconciliation rules will help you define the preferred values that profile unified individual profile ID should consider. So the process of converting from individual to unified individual with the help of matching rule and reconciliation rule is called as identity resolution. Within identity resolution, the profiles which are mapped to individual will be considered, the duplicate profiles will be considered based on the matching rule and then will be further unified. There is one object within Salesforce Data 360 which will help you see this conversion. For example, you got one unified individual ID and you want to trace back what are individuals which were matched to create that unified individual ID. Then we have unified individual link object. You can explore this unified individual link object in the Data Explorer. It will contain unified individual IDs as well as individual IDs which were matched and which were reconciled to create that particular unified individual ID.